What's up, YouTube? SRD Jarrod is back
at it again.
It's Tuesday, you know, it's another deck profile for YuGiOh. So what do we got going on, Jared? What are we showing today?
We have Tier 0 today.
Tier 0.
Tier 0, but
Goki? Nightmare?
No, but not the cheap trash version of Tier 0. Today we are playing Pure Sky Striker. We're pure as you can get. Why are you laughing?
Alright, continue.
That's pretty much it.
Alright,
Just get on with the deck profile. Pure Sky Striker. 40, 15, you know how we do. So, starting off with 3 copies of Ray, tributes yourself to summon Kagari or Shizuku from extra deck, and when they leave the field by opponent's card effect or destroyed by battle, special summons yourself from grave. Real simple, real simple. 15, 15, you know, if you really have to. Normal summon Beater.
You exceed into Utopia and Lightning to get over Ultimate Falcon.
Thanks for revealing my extra deck. But she's necessary. I played the Toon Table Engine, so I played Toon Cyber Dragon. This card comes in clutch so often. You Toon Table, Toon Table, Toon Table into this, and then it lets you eliminate stuff from your opponent's extra monster zones. I beat Mermail clean with this. It was so good, dude. And then around at the monster lineup, I play 2 Ghost Bell, 2 Ghost Ogre, and 2 Drolls. So.
Would you switch anything up?
If I had Ash Blossoms, it would be 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Drolls. But, you know, we're poor out here. We only have $50 cards, not $55 cards.
Sure.
It's whatever. Belle is actually very useful. So it's not just dumb hype from, you know, Europe, but it's a decent card. Now on to the spells. So I got 3 Foolish Goods and a Metal Foe Fusion. That's just the standard engine. Honestly, I never really send Metal Foe Fusion with my Foolish Goods because I never get the chance to. Usually what I'll do is if I open Toon Table in this, I will use my 3 Toon Tables, then I'll Foolish Goods engage, so I can just add it back off of like a Kagari or something. Just dumb, stupid combos. Now onto the Sky Striker normal spells. We got 2 copies of Afterburners and 1 Jamming Waves. So this targets a face-up monster, targets a set spell or trap, pops them. If you have 3 more spells, you then pop a monster and then pop a spell or trap. And the second effects don't target, and they can't be chained to in that sense. So you would have to chain to the activation of the card in general. So I thought this card was god awful. It's so good, actually. This card's crazy. And then, you know, 3 copies of. Let me search my deck for everything I want and draw 1 card afterwards.
I agree, it's pretty good.
It's alright. What is this, like $100 each?
Like 90.
Maybe like 100, so I don't know. Who's counting? $1,000 deck, who's counting? But yeah, engage, search 1 if you have 3 or more, draw 1 as well. It's just stupid strong. None of their cards are once per turn. 3 Toon Tables, just quickly dump 3 spells to the grave. Draw 2 of them a lot, it's very fun.
There's your tournament pack ones.
Not with me, because apparently, according to our vendor friends, there's only like 3 in the state of Arizona. The last normal spell is an Upstart Goblin. Just
Turbo pack.
Yeah, dude. On to Quick Plays. We play 3, Called by the Grave. I could probably take this down to 2. I don't know what I would put in its place. Maybe another multi-roll or field spell or whatever. But Called by the Grave comes in clutch a lot. It's very helpful just to have. I want to see it as often as I can if I'm going first, so I don't get, you know, hand trapped to death. Because if you get drolled, you just kind of have to sit there and stop playing. It's not very fun. It's a necessary evil. 3 copies of the worst card in the deck. I hate this card so much.
Hornet?
Hornet Drones is the worst card in the deck.
I went to 1 in Japan.
That's cool. I don't care. It summons these, you know. That's about it. If you have 3 or more, they gain attack and defense. Ooh, they become 15-15. It's crazy. You just use it to summon your Sky Striker Link monsters. But I never see this when I would need it, is the problem I have with it. Like, if I don't open up the Ray, and I don't get this. But if I have Ray, I always have this. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's me playing with these Eclipse sleeves that are dirty after like 2 tournaments. But it's whatever. I play one Shark Cannon, iffy if I want to keep it or not. It does definitely help. You can eliminate your opponent, special summoning their Ray if it's a mirror match. The activator effect, you can just take it from their grave, special summon it, tribute it, and get your own stuff out.
It's a slower Widow Anchor, pretty much.
It's more like Cult by the Grave. It banishes, you target one in grave and banish it, and if you have 3 or more, you can special summon it to your field instead. It just can't attack. It doesn't negate the effect, but it removes problem monsters. And then speaking of Widow Anchors, 3 Widow Anchor. This card's insane.
Insane?
Yeah, it's really unfair, actually.
You know, you chain all 3?
Yeah, chain all 3 because you only need to control no monsters to activate the effects. You can have monsters to resolve them. It's great. So just negate effects, take them, you know, whatever. I took a couple Megalos in my day. Last quick play I play is 1 Twin Twister.
1.
Only 1. I see it every time though. I only play 1, but I always see it. But I could bump it up to 2. I could take something out for it if I really wanted to. Thinking about maybe siding it along with, you know, 3 Curse Seal. Secret special tech.
Where's your Sky Scourge?
I don't know, but the light just went on outside. It's crazy. It scared me a little bit. We got 1 copy of Multi-Rolls here. So, Multi-Rolls has dumb rulings along with Area 0. They both have dumb rulings. Where, apparently, according to official judge sources, you can activate Multi-Roll targeting this Ray, and then tribute the Ray, and you still get Multi-Roll's effect that your opponent cannot chain to your spells for the rest of the turn.
Huh.
It's very, very strange. But yeah, you can target a card you control, send it to grave, and then your opponent can't chain your spells for the rest of the turn. And during end phase, for each Sky Striker card you activated, you can set one from grave with a different name. So it just helps you, you know, get your stuff back, activate Widow Anchor 7 or 8 times in a duel. Very strong stuff, Douglas. 1 copy of the equipped spell that I've actually equipped to a monster once. It was pretty crazy. When it's equipped, it can attack, I believe, twice, but it just can't attack directly. It's any monster, too. You have to control no monsters in the main monster, and you can just equip it to any monster. So I equipped it to my Mega Fleet once. That's the only time I've ever equipped it. But its other effect is if it's sent to grave by a card effect, you target 3 Sky Striker cards in your grave and shuffle them to the deck. So it just helps you. I typically use it for my extra deck monsters, the Kagari and Shisakus. And eventually, when she comes out, Hayate. And the final spell I play is 1 Area 0. It's more or less a Pot of Duality, but like a bad Pot of Duality. Yeah, you target a card you control, excavate the top 3 cards of your deck, and if you reveal a Sky Striker card or card you add one of those to your hand, shuffle the rest of the deck, and then you send the card you targeted to the grave. And then if this is leaves the field by card effect, you special summon a Sky Striker Ace monster from your main deck. I honestly could even see playing the deck without this, and maybe just putting in the second multi-roll just to have the better options, but it does help out every once in a while. Just dig deeper in your deck if you really have to, except when you reveal all 3 tune tables off of it. It's whatever. Last 2 cards I play are 2 Solemn Strikes, and they're very mean. They come in clutch a lot. So that's it for main deck.
40 card.
40 card. You know what? You love it. On to extra deck now. You already know them. You saw those 3 Monarch Vassal tokens right there. But this extra deck is very spicy in that I have a Cherries target, but I'm not going to show off a side deck because side decks suck. So we got a Mega Fleet right here. So Mega Fleet needs a Cyber Dragon monster and any monsters in the main extra monster zones. So it can have up to 3 materials. And for it's a contact fusion like Chimera Tech Fortress. For each material it has, it gains 1200 attack. So it's going to be, by default, 2400 and going to be up to 3600. So it just really helps to get rid of stuff that you need gone. Very good stuff. A mini Utopia package, because you can Widow Anchor level 4 monsters and then exceed with Ray. Sometimes you have to, and it's crazy. Yeah, you beat over Ultimate Falcon like our friend Anthony Vo. Shout out. Whatever. Firewall is my Cherries target. If I wasn't playing it for a Cherries target, this would probably be a Warlord or anything else, or Topologic, you know, Bomba Dragon. But I never really go into my extra deck. I'm probably a bad player. I never go into my extra deck except for the Sky Striker Link monsters typically. I've made, I think, Cerberus twice and Phoenix once. Only link 3 I play is the Trisbina because this card's mean. I saw a dumb combo with BA once where they banished it with Farfa and summoned it to the main monster zone underneath the extra monster zone. So if they had to go into the extra monster zone, that monster would immediately be banished, and it was very funny. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Phoenix and Cerberus, pop special summon monsters, pop spells or traps. Just get stuff out of your main monster zone, so if you're locked up, they won't let you out, you know. And then we got 3 copies of Kagari, 3 copies of Shizuku, eventually 2 copies of Hayate, but you know, who's counting? 1 month away. So Kagari, when she's special summoned, you target a Sky Striker card, Sky Striker spell card in your grave, and add it to your hand. And she gains 100 attack for each spell in your grave. You can only special summon 1 of her per turn, and her material is a non-fire Sky Striker ace monster, so she can't just Kagari into Kagari. And they're all like that. Whatever their attribute is, you have to use a different attribute. But she's going to be your main turn play that you do. You'll go into Kagari, get back your stuff, and, you know, try to whoop some ass. Shizuku is a little bit slower, but definitely helps out sometimes. So, the turn she special summoned at the end phase, you add a Sky Striker spell from your deck to your hand with a different name than any of them in your grave. So during the late game, she's god-awful. But in opening game, like you're doing your first turn combo, you just go off, searching gauge if you don't have a gauge. Or if you set it with multi-roll, hint hint, you choose the order you activate effects in end phase. It's pretty strong. Just saying. So she's just a searcher for the deck. And monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack and defense for each spell in your grave as well.
That's pretty good.
I mean, with them being 15s, you know, they're very weak.
But it just piles up.
Those effects help out a lot. 1 mermaid, so you don't get locked out.
Hey boy.
Pretty much. Link Karibo, the last card, because the token is level 1.
Tight.
So that's literally the only reason I have. Well, you know, Link Karibo's a pretty powerful card too. On occasion, it does some stuff. I've seen some stupid stuff. Alright, that rounds it out.
Any suggestions for like side deck?
I have some stuff here, but it's not a lot. You probably already know, you know, cherries do some stuff. This card actually, very good card, very underrated. This is Eagle Booster. So Eagle Booster is Sky Striker, quick play, yada yada yada. You target a monster you control, and it can't be destroyed by it can't be. It's unaffected by other card effects, and if you have 3 or more spells, it can't be destroyed by battle. So it protects anything from card destruction and battle. And it's very useful. If your opponent targets you with a Widow Anchor, you can just be like no, and their Widow Anchor is just done. They can't do anything. It just fizzles. It's very useful in the mirror match, I would say. It's useful in other matchups too, but I feel like it's more useful in the mirror match. Because your opponent's going to be trying to plus off of you as well. I side by other Twin Twister. Even though I have 3 of these, I don't know who the 3rd one is. Royal Decree is very good against Altergeist right now. I mained these before, because I was very scared of Anti-Spell and Imperial Order, but now I kind of don't care. After playing the deck, I found out it doesn't really matter. And then this card is very good. This card is very good in the mirror match. So Curcio, you discard a spell to negate a spell's activation, and then your opponent cannot activate cards with the same name for the rest of the duel.
Yeah, it's kind of mean.
So if you hit your opponent's engage off of this, they're locked out of their searches for the rest of the duel.
During engage and Widow Anchors?
They have nothing they can chain to this, effectively. Unless they're playing, you know, trash.
Red Reboot.
Red Reboot, though. But, you know, Curseal, I don't know if people are talking about it because I don't pay attention to people talking about stuff.
Hashtag Zodiac.
True.
Team Top Deck.
It's definitely talked about at our locals a lot. So much so that people are like actively looking for them. It's way better than Shared Ride. I'm just gonna say that. That's all I got.
Besides the Red Reboot,
Yeah, Red Reboot. My other card was a Strike. And my other hand traps.
Any suggestions? Any like plans besides what's her name? Hayate or
Hayate? Hayate's amazing. So she attacks directly, and when she does damage, you send a spell card from your deck to grave. So she's super useful for just setting up your grave. It's such a good card. She's gonna be a secret rare, and I'm gonna cry. 'Cause I don't want to spend money on that set.
That's the only new card that was announced for them, right?
Yeah. As far as we know, that's their last support.
Okay. Any other future plans besides her?
Not really. I see this deck getting destroyed after Worlds.
Oh, true.
So if it does stay alive, I will be very surprised. Actually, for Worlds, it's gonna be rough. Because they just limited all this stuff in OCG.
Yeah, in Japan. Well, just Hornet.
No, they hit something else too. I don't remember what, but I want to say they hit something else. I don't remember. But Worlds is going to be interesting. That's definitely true. Worlds will definitely be interesting.
We'll be watching.
But future plans for not this. I'm still working on Black Wings. I got an idea down. You know it, you love it. That Thunder Dragon is crazy.
True.
So in October, we're planning ahead, like 4 months. Look forward to a Lightsworn deck profile with that Thunder Dragon. Because
Awesome.
I already got that down. I'm ready.
And Blue Eyes in September.
Oh yeah, maybe Abyss Actors if I still have the cards. Maybe.
So
New Blackwing support so good.
Invoke stuff, coming out. The link.
Yeah. If the set coming out like next week is good, maybe we'll see an opening from that. Or some deck profiles. A new and improved Time Lord deck profile that we never did.
True. Alright.
Trickstar Time Lord not coming soon anymore.
Alright, you guys, please like, subscribe, share, comment, let us know what you guys are thinking. We have stuff coming down the pipeline.
Of course.
Slap for Duelist, signing out.
Peace.